Before the Ottomans, Anatolia was a fractured frontier of tribes, forts, and fading empires. Mongol pressure had shattered older powers, leaving room for new warriors to rise fast. Stay with us. In 15 minutes, you'll see how a frontier clan became a world power. Around 1299, Osman began building a small beylik on Byzantium's vulnerable edge. He ruled not a nation yet, but a war band tied by faith, loot, and personal loyalty. That rough frontier rewarded bold raids, quick horses, and leaders who could keep men fed. Osman's victories drew fighters, mystics, farmers, and merchants into a growing orbit. What began as a camp of ambition slowly hardened into a state with lasting purpose. His son Orhan expanded that state and gave conquest a stronger administrative backbone. In 1326, Bursa fell and became the first great Ottoman capital in Ottoman history. From Bursa, the dynasty minted coins, taxed land, and learned the language of rule. They were still warriors of the frontier, but now they were governors as well in Ottoman history. Ottoman power then crossed into Europe, where Balkan politics opened new doors in Ottoman history. Byzantine weakness, local rivalries, and military skill made expansion feel almost natural. Gallipoli gave the Ottomans a foothold in Europe and a bridge to wider conquest. Murad I pushed deeper west, turning raids into permanent dominion across the Balkans. The Janissaries emerged as an elite corps, drilled for loyalty to the Sultan alone. That system was coercive, yet it also opened paths into the empire's highest ranks. By the late 14th century, the Ottomans looked less like a tribe than a machine. Bayezid I drove that machine hard, stretching power from the Danube toward Anatolia. For a moment, the empire seemed ready to surge across two contested continents in Ottoman history. Then Timur struck in 1402, smashing Bayezid and shattering Ottoman momentum at Ankara. The Sultan was captured, and the empire cracked into civil war among his sons in Ottoman history. What had seemed unstoppable suddenly looked like one more failed state of the steppe. But the dynasty did not die. It bent, survived, and learned how to recover in Ottoman history. Mehmed I reunited the empire and restored the confidence of a shaken ruling house. Murad II rebuilt Ottoman power with victories that tightened control in the Balkans. Crusading hopes failed at Varna, and the road to greater empire opened again in Ottoman history. Kosovo confirmed that the Balkans were falling deeper into Ottoman hands in Ottoman history. Yet one prize still stood above all others in the Ottoman imagination in Ottoman history. Constantinople, diminished but magnificent, remained target, symbol, and imperial promise. Whoever seized that city would inherit more than walls. He would claim a world role. In 1451, Mehmed II took the throne with that ambition burning in full in Ottoman history. He gathered cannon, ships, engineers, and the patience needed for a final siege. In 1453, Constantinople fell, and the Byzantine Empire passed into history in Ottoman history. With one victory, the Ottomans leapt from regional power to imperial force in Ottoman history. Mehmed did not merely conquer the city. He rebuilt it as an Ottoman capital in Ottoman history. Istanbul became the beating heart of a state that now faced Europe and Asia alike. Mosques, markets, palaces, baths, and roads turned conquest into permanence in Ottoman history. Imperial architects later filled the skyline with domes that made Istanbul unmistakable. From there, armies kept moving through Serbia, Greece, and the Black Sea world in Ottoman history. Central power grew stronger as the palace, treasury, and army served a grand design. The empire now ruled Christians, Muslims, Jews, farmers, merchants, and soldiers alike. Diversity became a source of wealth, but also a test of constant management in Ottoman history. The millet system let religious communities manage many affairs beneath Ottoman supremacy. That flexibility helped govern diversity though always under the Sultan's final authority. Under Selim the empire turned south and east with shocking speed in Ottoman history. He defeated the Mamluks and seized Syria, Egypt, and key holy cities in Ottoman history. Those conquests brought immense prestige, revenue, and control over major trade routes. The Ottomans were no longer simply Balkan conquerors. They were Islamic emperors too. Then came Suleiman, remembered as magnificent in power and law in Ottoman history. He ruled from 1520 to 1566, the empire's most celebrated imperial age in Ottoman history. Ottoman armies advanced through Hungary and pressed against Habsburg Europe in Ottoman history. In 1529, the First Siege of Vienna showed how far Ottoman ambition had reached in Ottoman history. At sea, Ottoman fleets challenged rivals across the Mediterranean with growing confidence. Under Barbarossa, the empire became a maritime power, as well as a land giant in Ottoman history. Yet Ottoman strength was not only military, it was also legal and administrative. Suleiman strengthened law, taxation, and the institutions that held a vast realm together. Istanbul thrived as a world capital of ceremony, commerce, scholarship, and faith. Caravans crossed Anatolia, ships cut the seas, and taxes fed the imperial center. For many subjects, Ottoman rule could feel ordered, rich, and astonishingly durable. For its enemies, it looked like a power that might never stop expanding in Ottoman history. But every empire carries future problems inside the shell of its greatest triumphs. Distance made control harder, and success raised the price of every future setback. After Suleiman, decline was not sudden, but momentum grew harder to sustain in Ottoman history. Court intrigue thickened, succession crises sharpened, and military rivals adapted. In 1571, Lepanto dealt the fleet a famous blow and exposed new limits at sea in Ottoman history. Even so, the empire remained vast, armed, wealthy, and deeply resilient in Ottoman history. The real danger was slower. Europe was changing faster than Ottoman habits of power. Firearms improved, finance deepened, and rival states learned to mobilize better. Long wars with Persia and the Habsburgs drained treasure, patience, and manpower. The empire could still conquer, but victory no longer came with the old ease in Ottoman history. By the late 17th century, the balance had begun to shift in Ottoman history. In 1683, the Ottomans failed again before Vienna, and the setback carried weight. Hungary slipped away, and the myth of endless Ottoman advance began to fade in Ottoman history. The empire was still enormous, but no longer Europe's unstoppable terror in Ottoman history. Now Ottoman rulers had to defend, reform, and negotiate from a harder position in Ottoman history. That did not mean collapse at once. It meant a long struggle to adapt in Ottoman history. Through the 18th century, the state still governed millions across 3 continents. Istanbul still glittered, crowded and strategic at the center of imperial life. The Tulip Age hinted at refinement and selective Western influence among Ottoman elites. But elegance at court could not erase fiscal strain or frustration along the frontiers. But repeated defeats showed how expensive complacency had become in Ottoman history. Reformers looked west with envy, fear, and a reluctant hunger to learn in Ottoman history. Could the empire modernize its army and laws without ceasing to be Ottoman in Ottoman history? Greek independence followed, and the loss was more than territorial in Ottoman history. It proved that imperial subjects could recast themselves as nations in Ottoman history. Other peoples watched closely, learning that the Ottoman state could bleed in Ottoman history. Ottoman statesmen answered with reforms meant to save the empire from decay in Ottoman history. New schools, ministries, uniforms, and legal codes tried to strengthen the center. The Tanzimat reforms promised order, citizenship, and a more modern state in Ottoman history. Railways and telegraphs stitched the empire tighter, even as new cracks appeared. Reform cut two ways. It renewed power, but also revealed weakness in plain view. The Crimean War briefly placed the empire beside Britain and France against Russia. Yet foreign loans and foreign pressure tightened their grip on Ottoman decision-making. Provinces demanded more voice, while Europe demanded more influence in Ottoman history. Wars with Russia kept exposing military gaps and diplomatic vulnerability in Ottoman history. In 1878, losses in the Balkans showed how far Ottoman Europe had shrunk in Ottoman history. Serbia, Romania, and Bulgaria emerged more clearly beyond Ottoman control in Ottoman history. Each retreat sent refugees inward and made the empire feel more defensive in Ottoman history. Abdülhamid II tried to hold the state together with reform, caution, and control. A constitution appeared, parliament opened, then power narrowed again around the throne. The empire was now watched as the sick man of Europe, but it still fought on in Ottoman history. Sick empires do not die quietly. They improvise, endure, and sometimes lash out. In 1908, the Young Turk Revolution restored the constitution and changed the mood. Officers, reformers, and activists hoped they could rescue empire through renewal. But renewed politics could not restore lost land or erased confidence in Ottoman history. In the Balkan Wars, 1912 and 1913, most European lands were lost at speed in Ottoman history. Centuries of Ottoman rule in the Balkans collapsed in a brutal rush in Ottoman history. Refugees poured into Anatolia, and shock ran through the ruling elite in Ottoman history. Then came the gamble that exposed every weakness still inside the state in Ottoman history. In World War I, the Ottomans joined the Central Powers and wagered survival in Ottoman history. But strain, famine, occupation, and revolt pushed the state past endurance in Ottoman history. In Arabia, wartime revolt and British strategy cut deeply into Ottoman control in Ottoman history. After 1922, the Caliphate lingered briefly. Then the Republic abolished it in 1924. By war's end, defeat opened the path to partition and foreign control in Ottoman history. The empire that had ruled for more than 6 centuries was breaking apart in Ottoman history. In 1918, Istanbul was occupied, and imperial authority thinned to a shadow in Ottoman history. Yet, even in defeat, a new Turkish resistance began to form inland in Ottoman history. Mustafa Kemal and other nationalists rejected dismemberment and organized resistance. The struggle was no longer to save the empire, but to salvage a homeland in Ottoman history. In 1922, the Turkish assembly abolished the Sultanate and ended Ottoman rule in Ottoman history. Mehmed VI, the last sultan, left the city as the dynasty closed its chapter in Ottoman history. In 1923, the Treaty of Lausanne recognized the new Turkish sovereignty in Ottoman history. That same year, the Republic of Turkey was proclaimed, with Ankara as capital in Ottoman history. The Ottoman state was gone, but its cities, laws, habits, and memories remained. Its legacy still lives in Istanbul, where domes and minarets hold imperial echoes. It lives in the Balkans, the Middle East, and North Africa in countless ways in Ottoman history. It lives in cuisine, architecture, language, trade routes, and legal traditions. The empire had been Muslim-led, multilingual, multi-ethnic, and never simple to govern. It could be pragmatic in one age and ruthless in the next in Ottoman history for the dynasty. It offered order, taxation, law, and opportunity, but also hierarchy and force in Ottoman history. That contradiction is why Ottoman history resists easy slogans and neat morality tales. This was not a straight rise and fall, but repeated reinvention under pressure in Ottoman history. A frontier principality survived civil war, conquered a world city, and ruled continents. It peaked under Selim and Suleiman, then fought through slower centuries of decline. It lost land, sought reform, stumbled through nationalism, and died after World War. Few states lasted so long while changing so much and staying recognizably themselves. Few capitals carried as much imperial memory as Istanbul after 1453 in Ottoman history. Few dynasties turned a border struggle into 6 centuries of world influence in Ottoman history. That is the Ottoman story. Movement, conquest, administration, crisis, and memory. A tribe became a dynasty. The dynasty built an empire, and that empire shaped regions. Then, war, nationalism, and modern politics broke what centuries had built in Ottoman history. But the Ottoman past did not vanish when the Sultanate ended in Ottoman history. It still echoes wherever Istanbul's skyline meets the Bosporus at dusk in Ottoman history. Empires can end on paper while their habits of space and power live on in Ottoman history. From Osman on the frontier to Ankara in 1923, this journey remade a region in Ottoman history. More than 6 centuries passed between the first beylik and final abolition in Ottoman history. Its deepest genius was survival, until modern war changed the rules at last in Ottoman history. And that is how a small Anatolian state became a world power. Then history in Ottoman history.